Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video here on FPL Now. Today I'm going to be going over my latest Game Week 1 draft. It's this weekend. It's time to lock those teams in. So if you're excited for the video, drop a like down below. Leave a comment. What is your current Game Week 1 team looking like? Subscribe if you're brand new, and let's get into the video. So starting things off, I'm going to lay it out like this now instead of just showing every single player, because obviously it's this weekend, so this is going to be my actual, team selection videos now. So in goal, we do have Miguel, who's got Bournemouth at home. Again, that will be Matt Sells if that turns out to be the player that is going to be Forest #1. Again, I'm still a little bit unsure about it. If we don't know before the deadline, then obviously I'm just going to probably go with like Henderson or somebody like that. Just a different 4.5 mil keeper that's got relatively okay fixtures. But yeah, I just think for Forest, the opening fixtures are really, really nice into like a wild card, and then if we can get rid of them and stuff like that. But yeah, Forest defensively weren't actually that bad under Nuno last season. The majority of the goals we conceded were literally just from set pieces, which again, I feel like we've sorted out a little bit now, and hopefully that will be happening a lot less. And if that is the case, then a lot of the goals we're conceding as well were coming from really low XG shots. So if we saw that all out, then yeah, I think defensively we're going to be okay. We play Bournemouth Game Week 1. Obviously Solanke's not there anymore, who's their main goal threat, so that could be obviously be very, very useful. But yeah, I think Miguel in goal, I think he's a decent shout for Game Week 1. But like I say, if we're unsure by Game Week 1's kind of like deadline, then obviously I'll just go with a safe option of like a Henderson or a Flecken or somebody like that. Maybe even Sanchez as well, because I think Sanchez is still starting the Chelsea games as well, which is interesting because obviously they've just brought in a new goalkeeper. But either way, we've got Miguel in goal. At the back, we have Mykolenko, who's got Brighton at home. We have Kwanzaa, who's got Ipswich away. And I've also got Livramento, who's got Southampton at home. So Mykolenko with Brighton, obviously going to be playing that, absolutely fine. Livramento, he could still change potentially. Obviously Trippier has still not gone. But Livramento's been getting a lot of preseason time, so I'm hoping he will start. But I can always swap him to a different 4.5 mil defender if I want to. Your Andersons, your Konzas, stuff like that. And I've also gone, not Kwanzaa, yeah, no, Konza. But we've also gone Kwanzaa as well. Because he's been getting a lot of game time preseason. Liverpool fans seemingly think that he's going to be starting alongside Van Dijk. So if that's the case, getting a 4.5 mil Liverpool defender would be absolutely huge. Again, if he doesn't start or like loses a spot or whatever, it's not going to be the worst thing in the world, because I'll have other defenders that I can bring in instead. But yeah, for 4.5 mil, getting into that Liverpool back line would be absolutely huge. So that's why I've gone Kwanzaa. So yeah, that's the kind of back line in the goalkeeper. Miguel, Mykolenko, Kwanzaa, Livramento. Very, very cheap. Basically as cheap as it can be, obviously apart from like 4 mil defenders and stuff. But it looks really nice. This back line does look really, really nice. They rotate very, very well as well. Obviously Mykolenko's got Spurs in Game Week 2, but I can always play Anderson instead, who's got West Ham at home. And yeah, I really like the look of the defense. And I get that obviously with the premiums, you're much more likely to keep clean sheets and stuff. But the amount of times that I've been over how the bonus point system has changed and stuff this season, I just don't think it's going to really warrant paying the extra like 1.5 mils and stuff like that for these defenders, where I can just pump that into the midfield and the attack. So that's the defense and the goalkeeper. In midfield, it has changed significantly, to be fair. We've brought in Diogo Jota, we've got Eze, we've got Cole Palmer, we've got Saka, and I've also got Gibbs White as well. So Jota has been having a very, very good preseason. When I made the preseason video going over like all goals and assists and stuff, he'd had a fair few assists, but he's getting so much more minutes. He's getting more goals and stuff like that. Like the goal he scored, I think it was last night, was ridiculous. What a finish. And yeah, I think he's just a really, really cheap way into that Liverpool attack. Obviously, he's never gonna kind of cover Salah at all, but I think for like 7.5 mil, if he's going to be starting the majority of games, he could be a trap. And if that's the case, then we'll obviously have to cross that bridge when we get to it. But the thing about Jota is he's the same price as Gordon, so if he does start losing his spot and stuff, I can always just go to Gordon instead of Jota. That's obviously if there's no like price changes and stuff. That's one thing that I'm not like a massive fan about this draft though, is there's no Gordon. Like he seemingly is not going to be leaving now. Which obviously if he did leave Newcastle, it would have hurt his minutes, it would have hurt Jota's minutes and stuff like that. So I'm kind of glad that it's not looking like he's going, because it just makes him more of an option. But he started, I think, the last preseason game and scored like pretty quickly. I don't know if he started, but like when he came on, he scored pretty quickly. So yeah, looks like he's going to be hitting the ground running. He just loves playing at home. But yeah, I still really like the midfield though. I think obviously I've got Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea. The only issue is there's no Spurs. But to be fair, I think after the second game week, I think I'd be getting rid of Son anyway, because I've got some pretty rough fixtures. And I know that he's obviously on penalties and stuff like that, and you know they could hit the ground running and obviously score like 3 or 4 against Leicester. But I think that the players that I do have will hopefully do the business. Like, so I've got Saka, 10 mil. He did start the last preseason game, so I'm absolutely fine with him. Gibbs White on penalties. Really nice fixtures for Forest. Like I said, I've got like 6 penalty takers in this team, obviously, when you see the strikers as well. So I don't mind that at all. And yeah, it looks like, I mean, I could have Nkunku instead of Gibbs White, but I'd just rather have an extra penalty taker, I think. And like I say, with the fixtures, can easily wildcard if it all does go wrong. I might lose a little bit of money. It is just what it is, but I think they've just priced players really well this season, because you can't have everyone. You really cannot have everyone. You really have to pick and choose. Like, I'm missing so many out of this. Like, I'm missing Salah, Son, Gordon, and Nkunku, which are other highly owned players. But either way, that is the midfield. And then obviously up top, it is just Haaland and Isak. I understand the kind of... I understand the idea of a lot of people wanting Solanke into their team now, because from Ange's like comments, it looks like he is going to be starting game week 1 and he's just going to fit straight into that team. But I don't think he's going to be on penalties. I don't think he's going to knock Spurs. I don't think he's going to knock Son off penalties. And as well as that, the same as Son, I would be getting rid of him after a couple of game weeks. So it's just kind of locking in a transfer. Like, I don't really want Solanke when they've got like Arsenal and players like that, because he's 7.5 mil, and again, I'd rather use that money to get in a different kind of player. Like, I think Solanke will do well at Spurs, but yeah, the fixtures are only good for like the first couple of weeks, and then after that, it just kind of, yeah, I don't think I'd really want him. So I don't really want to lock in a transfer that early on. Even though you can obviously save like 5 transfers this season, they're still just as important as they've always been. So that's why I've not gone Solanke. So I've gone Haaland and Isak. I don't think the upfront's going to change at all. Unless there's some sort of injury or something, but yeah, I think I'm absolutely fine having those two playing. Again, I don't really know what my captain would be this week, though. I've obviously got currently Isak as a captain who's got Southampton at home, which I might go with. Obviously, a lot of people are going to be captaining Salah. Some people might be captaining Haaland, but I think Isak could definitely be a good shout. Loves playing at home, loves scoring at home. So yeah, I think I might generally have him as my captaincy. The bench doesn't look strong. Obviously, I've got Ward, who's a 4 mil goalkeeper. I've got Anderson, who's a 4.5 mil defender. I've got Johnson, who's a 4 mil defender. And I've also got Stewart, who's a 4.5 mil attacker. I'm not 100% sure what the other Bournemouth striker's price is, because now that Solanke's gone, he might be starting all the fixtures, and if that's the case, then he's probably going to be somebody that you want to look at, just because he's going to be a playing player for cheap. But again, I don't know the price of him 100%. So yeah, that's what the current draft's looking like. Again, it is this weekend. It's this Friday. Just a quick rundown of what's going to happen this week. Obviously, there will be deadline streams. We did one last season. You guys seem to really enjoy it. I really enjoyed doing it. So there'll be deadline streams happening every week, or at least every going to try and do one every week. So that's obviously going to be this Friday, and then yeah, on the build up to Friday, it's going to be, you know, obviously we'll do like a final team selection and stuff maybe on like Thursday. But yeah, on like Tuesdays and Wednesdays videos will probably just be, I don't know, just general kind of things to know in regards to FPL before you finalize the team. But I am really happy with the team. I do like it. Obviously, you can't own everyone, but I think it looks pretty strong. It all depends if like Jota plays and stuff, which it looks like he will. He's playing really well under Slot, and even Diaz as well. So I don't mind Jota, and yeah, like I say, being able to get a 7.5 mil Liverpool attacker and a 4.5 mil Liverpool defender would be an absolute cheat code. So I'm really hoping they both play, but like I say, it could turn out they don't, and then obviously I'll have to swap it all up and stuff. But either way, that is what the current draft's looking like. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please do consider leaving a like. If there's any kind of videos you want to see, by the way, let me know, because like I say, I'll try and do a video every day this week, because like I say, it's game week 1 this weekend. So let me know your thoughts on that. But yeah, subscribe if you're brand new. Like I said, we're gonna hopefully hit the ground running this season, and hopefully have another good season. Like I say, 500th in the world last season, so hopefully we can carry that on. But yeah, if you enjoyed, drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you're brand new, and until next time, peace.